Welcome to the Daniel Stewart stream, but it's not just Daniel Stewart from Tuttle High School this time. It's my good friend Cannibal, Colton Gary Annibal.
Why don't you kill yourself, buddy? Why don't you kill yourself for that one? Fuck you.
Why'd you say
Hi,
that?
welcome to the Daniel Stewart experience.
Train all day, Daniel Stewart all night, all day.
Yeah.
That's me.
Hi, welcome. Dan, we were talking today. No, we weren't. What did you do today, Dan? Shit, he left. Well, if you're curious, today I saw 2001. Oh, there he is. There he is. Wow. Let me get my glass of Coca-Cola.
Oh, Jake
That's
White.
Wonderful. Hey, is he alive? Is he on the stream?
Why is your face not showing up? Oh, there it is. It lags sometimes.
Bitch. Yeah. Is Jacob White on here?
I guess he is. He's online.
I remember hearing a rumor.
Not sponsored.
About him. What's up?
It's not sponsored. Mountain Dew.
Not sponsored. Not
Zero
sponsored.
sugar. Spark. Raspberry lemonade.
It's not sponsored, guys. Daniel, what'd you do today?
You guys not sponsored?
Not sponsored?
This camera that I found?
Did you find that?
What?
You found that?
Yeah, I found it.
Where?
So, Colton, what did you do today?
Well, Dan, I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey on 70mm print, and
What does
that was
that
pretty
mean?
cool. What the fuck do you mean?
What does that mean?
I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey, the Stanley Kubrick film, and I saw it on a 70mm print at the Loft Cinema.
No way. Stanley
Yeah, it was
Kubrick
pretty
film.
insane.
You know what he made?
Lolita.
The Shining. Why did you say that?
I don't know. It's Lolita. Okay. Of the child,
What?
it's an okay movie. It could have been a great film, but and it sounds weird. Kubrick pussied out.
Yeah.
Like if he.
I don't know what you're talking
haven't
about, but
seen the
yeah,
90s
for sure.
version.
Talking about The Shining?
Have you heard of Lolita?
I think
Yeah, we-
Jake White has.
Jake White's the kind of guy to kill his wife and kids.
Jake White, the type of guy
Unwrapping the
to
mystery
look up.
Hubba Bubba. I found this in my backpack.
Jake White, the type of guy to look up lolly.
So Dan, if I recall, you had a story to tell. What color was it?
Oh,
It's gray.
I forgot I had a story to tell. Okay, so in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Okay, so the basics of the story are as follows. In 3rd grade, for about 3 months, I did not poop voluntarily at all.
Same.
I did not poop voluntarily.
You're
Very many times
shit.
involuntarily.
So you're just shitting it up?
Anyway, so let's just say I get up from my bed. Nope, not right. I get up, normal day. I'm in the 3rd grade, 9 years old, probably 8 actually, and I stand. What year was that? No idea. Anyway, stand up
1998.
for sure. I stand up to go to the bathroom like a normal 9-year-old does, and I get up, and I'm like, what a wonderful day in the bathroom, and I sit down, and I go, all right, time to poop, and I go,
This is a despicable story. I hate it already. Story fucking sucks.
the story is despicable like Gru. Anyway,
Yo.
Minion. Anyway, so
Be ashamed.
I'm like, what's going on? I'm 9 years old. I can't poop. And I'm like, and I still can't poop, right? I'm like, okay, that's odd, but I guess I'll come back to it later. So I get up, right? And I get up and I leave the premises, the entire house. I go out of the house, come back, and I'm like, okay, attempt number 2. I sit down.
Go time, buddy.
There's the sounds my butthole made.
Thank you.
And me. And me. And I sit down. Well, I'm sitting already, and it just not working, right? Obviously not playing out for me.
Of course.
So I'm like, that's kind of scary, but I'll try it again. I'll come back to it. I get up, come back a few minutes later, maybe an hour or so. Sit down. A little fart, but no pooping. And so at that point, I'm like, this is awful. This is not good for me. Turns out I was constipated. But when you're a 9-year-old and you've gotten constipated for the first time, and you're Daniel Stewart, you get a little scared. You get a little frightened. So,
Spooky wooky.
that's the beginning of me not pooping 3 months on purpose. Because I was so scared that I would rip myself and die if I did.
When did the shit start falling out?
Well, I'll get to that. So, as you can tell, this probably did not end very well for me. I would walk around and, you know, when you're constipated, but I wasn't really constipated. I wasn't really. It was all in my head. Kind of like Chuck from Better Call Saul. It was all in his head. So when you're walking and you think you're constipated and you're afraid of pooping, sometimes you're not on the toilet, but it wants to come out. So I walk around. I'm walking like a normal guy. Let me zoom out real quick. I'm walking normally, right?
That didn't do shit. That didn't do a single.
Not for you, but for me it did. Anyway, I go. The story's fucked. I walk around.
What'd you do?
I'm walking.
Hold on, I'm watching some stream.
That's my stream.
Right? They didn't do shit. That didn't do a single. Wow.
Anyway.
Alright, keep telling the story, buddy.
I'm walking around, and I'm like, look at me, 9 years old. I'd cross my legs. I'd clench real hard. I'd kind of do this motion. I'd lean on something.
And you're just walking around, correct?
I'm like in school, dude. I'm like in a Macy's looking for perfume for my mother.
But it's shitting time.
Yeah, but it wants to come out. And so, and as you can tell, sometimes it does come out. And so, the first time where this really backfired on me was my 3rd grade English classroom. And I don't know about you, but in my classrooms in the 3rd grade, they were all laid out pretty similarly. It's like the first year for me where we switched classes. So, and it was one of the first years where they weren't tables. They were desks, singular. And so they were...
You stopped having tables in like 3rd grade?
Yeah, well, some classes still had them, but some classes didn't.
I had tables until 7th grade. So
that's crazy. You live in Arizona. Anyway, this class had...
You live in racism, Ohio.
Okay. Jake White actually lives in Ohio.
Yeah, but Jake White's racist.
No, yeah, real. True. Anyway, so...
Wow.
I'm in my 3rd grade classroom, and there's desks, and they're in rows, right? They're all facing the front, behind, and then there's... In my school, there was always one table that the teacher would set out that... like a table. And there would be one chair one chair there.
Yeah.
And in this particular circumstance, I was the guy in that one chair. So there's that one table, right? And the one table I'm sitting at, not because I'm in trouble, I just got that. I was unlucky. But I mean, lucky for everybody else because this is the poop story, so this is not going to end well. And
You're about to rip some major ass.
So I'm doing my spelling test. I'm like, it's like the third grade. What's a third grade spelling test word?
Breast.
Anyway, so halfway through the spelling test, some kid, I don't know his name, let's call him Jake, maybe Jake White. He's in the middle of spelling test. He's like, "Yo, something stinks in here. Something stinks bad." And I was like, he doesn't say it like that, you know, because he's 9 years old. But he's like, "Miss Teacher Lady."
Oh, stinky.
He's like, "Hey, something stinky in here." No, he's like, "Miss Teacher Lady, it smells bad in here." And I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that.
What was that? What is that noise?
Don't
Wow,
don't know
crazy.
what that is.
Stinky.
I don't know what possibly it could be. I know it's me.
Yep.
I have 100% certainty that I'm the stink. I'm the stinky little boy.
Stink.
Anyway, so that happens like 3 times during the spelling test. They're like, people are like, "What is that smell? It smells like a little dirty little boy butt in here." And I'm like, I don't know. And I get up and I look down at my chair, and there's a little brown spot, like that big. And obviously,
Oh my god.
brown spot on the chair. There's a brown spot on my jeans because I wear jeans every day, or I wore jeans every day in the 3rd grade. Anyway, obviously, if there's a brown spot on on the chair, it's gotta be leaking through my butt. So I like wipe it up as fast as I can. I'm like, and I get up for lunch, and I go to lunch, and I'm in the lunch line, and I'm like, I can't wait to eat my popcorn chicken. That's the sound of me clenching my butt cheeks and crossing my legs.
Why do you keep adding those fart sound effects? Because
That's just the sound of me struggling.
Than it's adding.
It's the sound of me struggling. Anyway,
Also, 3rd grade is way too old to be shitting yourself.
that's why the story's
Way
funny.
over.
That's why the story's funny. Anyway,
Dan just loves shitting himself.
the teacher and the principal come up to me, and they're both like, "Daniel,
Did you shit yourself?
did you have an they basically said that, but they worded it like, "Did you have an accident?" And I was like, "Totally not."
No.
And I was like struggling. I was like, "No, I did not." And then I just like struggled a little more. I'm like, "Yes, I did."
And for context of any viewers who started late, of the one viewer, Dan made up constipation and just stopped shitting.
I thought it was real in my brain. So anyway, I like call my grandpa because my mom's at work, and I call him and I'm like, "Hey, can you pick me up from school? I pooped myself. I have a little poopy in my pants." And he was like, "Sure, dude." And so I go to the bathroom. I'm like, might as well try one more time before might as well check the damage, see what's going on in there. I go to the bathroom, and I've got like, I take off my pants, and I take off my underwear in the little public bathroom stall. And, okay, so example, let's say everything, well, you can't see anything. Well, you can, but they can't. Everything here that you can see,
Yeah.
like the front,
Yeah.
I had like green underwear on, right? So everything was green on this side. On the back side, from here, back, brown.
No way.
Completely.
That much poopy?
That much poopy. That much. There was
That's
some
too
splotches
much
of
poopy,
green,
man.
but there was a lot of poopy in there.
Wait, show me your ass again.
For sure.
Alright, show. Alright, let's just show a full view of it. Not like more. Wait, just like face completely towards the wall. So
I'm not gonna do this again.
no, just face completely towards the wall.
Where'd you go?
What's up?
There he is. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I walk out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just no underwear on, just whatever jeans, which also have poop in the back of them. And
now you got poopy everywhere.
I got poopy everywhere. And so I come out and I try to hide it. I like turn them inside out and like scrunch it up in my hand. Hand's covered in poop at this point. And I'm like,
why the fuck did you do that?
just to hide it because I didn't want them seeing it. I was like, can I have a plastic bag, please? They're like, yeah, sure. What for? And I was like, don't ask. And I put it in the plastic bag. I tie it up, and my grandpa picks me up. And so that's basically the end of that story. But there's more. So another time this backfired is I was playing Minecraft with my cousin. And my cousin, keep in mind, she's like a year older than me. And we're sitting right next to each other on the couch. And so I'm playing Minecraft. It's like split screen. It's like Xbox 360 edition, really old. And we play for a long time. And apparently it was at my dad's house. And apparently she goes up to my stepmom and she's like, yo, Daniel stinks real bad. I got ratted out.
You think you get away with it? You thought you could get away with the shit smell?
No, I could smell myself. I'd be like, I have one distinct memory of being on like the school playground and just like getting a whiff, and I was like, whoa, can't be me. And so,
no way is that me, Daniel Stewart.
And so I get ratted out, right? And so I got the poopies in my butt, and I get up, and I like, at this point it's so bad that I'm waddling like a penguin. So I'm like, my feet, when you walk normally, your feet are not shoulder width apart, but mine are more than shoulder width apart. They're like way farther, right? This is my shoulders. My feet are right here, right? Well,
so you got like a football stance going.
Yeah, I look like I'm about to hut, like, I kind of duck a little bit too, like I'm about to pass, I don't know, football. Yeah. Anyway.
I had an uncle who walked like that. He was crazy.
Anyway, I waddle like a penguin, and I like lean side to side like this, right? Not on purpose, and I don't even realize it. It's just so uncomfortable for me. There's no room for my legs to be normal, right? So my stepmom notices that, and she also notices the poopy on my butt because there's a brown spot on my butt, and she's like, yo, what's going on here? And so at that point, that's pretty much when I got I had to tell people, and that was really awkward. And I was 9, and I was really sensitive that every time I brought it up I'd cry. So I'm like telling my dad, like, so you can't do that on stream. I'm like, telling my dad, I'm like, I think I can't hold my poop in, but because it's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna get scared. I'm scared. And I'd start crying. I'd start like actually bawling. And so for like 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of it, I'm like actively pooping my pants, right? But I'm also taking laxatives, which, as you know, I'm not constipated. I just think I am. So the laxatives are making it worse, and I still don't want to. They do nothing to my mental state. So basically, imagine me not wanting to poop and it coming up by itself, but times 10. So the last 2 weeks are really bad. And eventually, Thanksgiving at my aunt's house, right?
Yeah.
I'm at Thanksgiving. I'm like, Mom, I think this is it. I think I'm gonna do it. And I walk. She's like, okay, man, be brave in there. Okay, have some heart. And I go in there, and it's a weird bathroom too. I don't know what's up with it. Anyway, I walk in there, and I sit, and like when you go to like McDonald's, and you pour some McDonald's Sprite out of the fountain.
Yeah.
Has your McDonald's Sprite ever been goopy?
No.
Has it ever been goopy before? I'll throw a video of it up on screen
like secretion.
A little bit. I'll throw a video of it up on screen when this is edited video, but What is that? That is not spray. One time my McDonald's Sprite was goopy, and that's exactly what this poop felt like coming out of my butt. It was like, and it was like, it just fell out. It just fell out of me. It's like the floodgates opened. It's like in castles when they have the moat, and the gate and the bridge, the whatever this door is called, just closes. That's what it felt like to me, and just rushing out of me. Right?
Did you just compare your asshole to a moat?
Yeah. Imagine Niagara Falls. That was me. And it was the best relief I've ever had in my life. And but the thing is, I don't think I've ever recovered, because sometimes I don't poop right. Sometimes a little boy can't poop correct. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, so how was your day?
Oh, my day? I'm doing fine. How are you, Dan?
Where did my fucking cursor go?
Dude, I think you might have lost it. I actually had a great time. I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, I found
my
it.
favorite theater. So
Oh.
I'm happy about that.
You said that. I've heard. So I've heard.
Yeah, so I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey. And then I sat around all day while you messaged me about your asshole and how funny it is.
I did message you this entire story before we got on live. You had to approve it.
That's not true.
No, I'm not lying. I'm lying.
But I do have this cool shirt on.
That is a cool shirt. Hold on. Let me get a. I gotta sit on something. I'm on a pillow right now because my chair doesn't go high enough. But it's like it's denting because my butt's too large. All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, I'm good. You got any funny stories, Colton Animal? Any poop stories?
Yes, but they're all deeply traumatizing to a friend of mine.
Tell them.
All right. So, no, I can't do that shit. I'll consider it. Anyways, let's get back in the Matrix, guys. So, today, at the Loft Cinema,
Can you see my face?
where I saw two men. Yeah, I don't really like that. Very SpongeBob character.
You look
Today
like
at
a
Loft.
Loft.
Today I go to the Loft Cinema, see 2001: Space Odyssey. And, you're never gonna believe what happens while I'm there, buddy.
Did you meet Stanley
Never gonna
Kubrick?
believe. Stanley Kubrick was there, but that's not the important. No, what happened was, so we're watching it. The intermission goes on, boom, intermission. It's like, wow, that's cool as fuck. I feel like we're in the 60s.
I didn't know movies
Okay.
still had intermissions.
2001: A Space Odyssey does.
That's crazy.
And, it's from 68, so. Anyway, so it has the
That's
intermission.
a 68
About an
movie?
hour. It's from
I thought
1968.
2001 was released in 2001.
I didn't know you were a fucking idiot.
Anyway,
So we go on
I
the
legitimately thought that. I thought they saw 9/11. They were like, we need a movie for this.
I was talking in the parking lot. I was like, man, Stanley Kubrick thought he had it down for what was going to happen in 2001. But all that happened was some planes hit a tower.
I think we'll get
could never
striked
predict
for that. Do you think we can strike for saying 9/11?
No, that's just... So, we're midway through the intermission. Then the intermission, the music starts playing that.
That sounds like the Thomas the... That sounds like it's about
It's
to
like this.
begin like Thomas the Train Engine.
Really?
Well,
Well, it's like this. It's like this. It's like gorgeous thing. It's about to go into, but it's horrifying because it's about to get deep. It's about to get intense. Hal is about to fuck some shit up. Then the movie starts. We're just getting back into it. And guess what is? Guess what occurs?
What occurs?
I'm like sitting, basking in the glory of this film.
Yeah.
On 70mm. When all of a sudden, guess what I hear?
Fart.
No, some guy shouts, "Whoever is fucking chewing with her fucking mouth open. Shut the fuck up!
That's
Everybody can hear you. And he said like top of his lungs.
So you met an insane person today.
I met an insane person. To preface, he was like the very front, and me and my coworker who was there with me, we like look at each other. What the fuck was that? No one heard any chewing. And this guy just heard like
this guy's schizophrenic.
Got really mad. Maybe
this guy was chewing on gum in the middle of the movie. He's like, whoever that was,
shut the fuck up, or I will come to your house. This guy got so mad. And
you met the comic book nerd guy from Simpsons today. That's
dude,
crazy.
I literally was like, the temptation just be like, could you shut the fuck up? Like, because you know he just like is asking for attention. It's like,
yeah.
Like, I know you're like, come on, Buckaroo.
That's
no
like,
need for that.
That's like when I saw Thor the other day, and this woman didn't talk through the trailers, or she did talk through the trailers. This woman didn't talk during the movie, but during the trailers, like Black Adam, the trailer for Black Adam shows up, and in the middle of it, it goes silent, and she went, "Does that guy have Shazam on his chest?" And she's like an old woman too. She's probably 57, and she's in there like, "Is that Shazam?" I'm like, yeah, pretty much. It's just Shazam, but different.
You know what happened the first time? The day I'll restart. Do you want to know what happened the day that I saw Venom in the theaters? Like,
which one, Venom 1 or 2?
I saw the first Venom in theaters. Do you want to know what happened the day I saw the first Venom in theaters?
What happened?
So I'm sitting there with this person I was friends with, fucking asshole. Anyways, doesn't matter. This old woman like leans in, and the movie's like 10 minutes in, and it's like the lab scene, like the very first scene. This lady leans over. She's so sweet. She's like maybe 60, and then she goes, "Excuse me." I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Is he a lizard, or he's like what is he a lizard?" And he's like, "Oh no," he's like a little god. I was like crying.
He's like a goopy guy.
I was like upset. Yeah, I was like, he's like kind of a goopy guy. He's like a goo that like lives.
He's like a goop.
And she was like, "Okay, thank you."
You ever heard of Goop by Gwyneth Paltrow? He's kind of like that.
This old lady, she kept asking about like turtles throughout the movie. Like she kept like talking. She's like, "Oh wow, reminds me of my turtle." Like throughout the whole fucking movie, I have no idea what she was on about.
She thinks Venom is a turtle.
He might have been. Is that canon?
Venom does turn into a turtle in Venom Let There Be Turtle.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Do you think that if this comes out, it'll be good?
I don't know. We'll figure it out, okay? We got 55 minutes of recorded content.
But I was gone for about 10.
We got 45 minutes of recorded content.
Do you think that any of it will be good?
It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be okay.
Maybe. I'm gonna be real. This is bad.
This is so good. You don't even know how good this is.
I don't even know how good this is.
I would watch this.
I would watch it if it was edited.
Jake White said this is good stuff. Let me know when this is out on Spotify. I was never planning to release it on Spotify.
Is Jake White gonna be like in his car like,
where is it?
This is how Jake White drives.
He drives 10 and 2 every day. Jake White either drives 10 and 2 or with his knees.
Like drinking a coffee. He's playing on his DS. And Jake goes, "Oh boy, is a new episode of the Daniel Stewart Experience out?" He goes, "Oh boy, I better put that one on." And he goes to his Spotify car thing because he's a hippie and he paid $80 for that. He goes, turns it all the way up.
The first thing he hears is Jake White is racist. Is the first thing he hears.
We open every podcast with Jake White is racist.
3, 2, 1. Jake White is racist.
White is racist. And you know what the upside of that is that if it ever comes out that Jake White is racist, we can be like, yeah, we know. We were trying to tell you.
Yeah, we
So like,
said
it
this all
really
the time.
cannot backfire on us.
No, yeah. Unless he turns
can
out to
only
be
hurt Jake.
the opposite. Which would be funny. He's
It can only
anti-racist.
hurt Jake. Who do you think's the least racist person in Better Call Saul?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Or Kim. You know what? Huel.
No, Kim seems racist as hell.
Huel is the least racist.
Howard, like, pretty not racist, but like
Chuck
Howard
is
would
racist.
like. Howard would totally like. Howard would try and like.
Howard would switch up. He'd be Howard's the type of guy to Howard's the type of guy to start a sentence with, "I'm not racist, but."
Howard the type of guy to gentrify a black neighborhood for real estate money. Like, he wouldn't realize it, but he'd be like, "Wow, I'm helping out this neighborhood. We have a yogurt spa now. Wow."
Howard the type of guy to
Get shot in the head.
eat at Bojangles. I don't know.
Is Bojangles a real restaurant?
I think so. I've never been there.
It seems like an Oklahoma thing.
It's real. No, Howard the type of guy
What
to eat
restaurants?
at like.
Los
Have you ever
Pollos
had?
Hermanos.
Yeah, he's the type of guy to eat at Los Pollos. I forgot that was. I want that to be real so bad. Because everybody in the show is like, this is the best thing I've ever eaten before in my life, and I want it. You're facing the wrong direction. What's going on?
Dan. I'm busy. Can you respect a man of science?
You're busy with what? I
I'm
think the
about to see.
stream.
I'm gonna make a real nice podcast. If you'd excuse me.
The
I don't know
stream's
if
going really well.
Yes, I don't know if it's exactly very audio based, but this part is this part's for the vision
This part's for the Patreon.
podcast watchers. Yeah, this is for the watchers, not for the audio listeners.
Audio listeners,
All right, here we go.
we love you so much.
Rest.
But
Rest in peace,
video
Jackson.
watchers, I will literally murder you, video watchers. But stay watching it.
No, I love the video watchers.
Okay, Colton loves the video watchers. I love the audio watchers, and we hate each other.
Audio listeners, Dan, you don't even know their fucking name. But we all hate women.
We all hate.
Don't put that
Say
in
it
the
on
podcast.
3.
Can you please cut that out?
Gus Johnson.
We do not like him. That is correct. What if he's in the chat right now? He's like, "Man, guys, you really hurt my feelings."
Yeah, it'd be funny.
It's like, wow, way to make an unnecessary turn of otherwise peaceful podcast. Unsubscribe.
Cancel culture got us once again. We should
What'd you
just.
say, Dan?
I said we should do everything to get canceled.
I'm not saying anything, Dan.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
This is for visual only?
It's for visual only. Real visual watchers.
Okay, next time we do this, you gotta get some sort of light source in there.
Some sort of what?
Some light source. Get a lamp.
In my room?
Buy a lamp.
I have a lamp. I just don't want to use it.
Turn it on.
Why would I do that?
Let's just see what it looks like. Might be better. We might have to restart.
No, I have like...
We will not restart, but... Whoa.
Daniel, I have like an entire fucking... I have lights all over my room. Up there.
Your girlfriend, Kate, just said, Dan phone number 123-4Dan.
-4 Dan. That's his number, yes.
Dude, that's like Dan's social security
Dan's
number.
actual phone number.
DANIEL Stu.
Daniel. No, Dan's phone number is...
Don't say that out loud. I'm beefing it. I'm gonna be. Fuck, it's beeped now. It's beeped.
How'd you do that?
I didn't. I'll beep it in the edit.
I hope that you fucking forgot.
Oh, I'm thinking of changing my my username from J. Daniel Stewart to Jim Dan Stew.
I think that that's a terrible name.
Jim Dan
And you know
Stew.
what's not terrible?
No, Jim Dan Stew is funny because Jim, like J-I, like James, because my name's James Daniel Stewart. Jim Dan
James?
Stew. It's a good username.
James?
Why are
Alright,
you
you ready?
using a taser? Why is there a taser involved? Let's do a try not to laugh challenge.
Try not to laugh. 3.
Try not to laugh taser.
Try not to laugh taser.
Tase yourself.
3, 2, 1. I can't feel it through all this. Oh, it fucking died. Can you believe that?
Oh wow, just in time.
Just in time. Way to go, taser.
What kind of cord does the taser use? I think it'd be funny if the taser was just like USB-C.
Dude, that'd be awesome. No, it goes like this. It just literally like comes out.
Oh, it's got like prongs?
Yeah, I just plug it into the wall.
That's really funny. I guess that makes sense because it uses a lot of electricity. Because it's a taser.
Does it?
Yeah, because it's a
I
taser.
don't think so.
Okay.
Dude, I charge it for like 10 minutes a day. Or I've charged it 10 minutes maybe once, and it worked for like a month and a half. Why do I look like the girl from Blade Runner?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
I knew you were about to say that.
I've never seen Blade Runner or the new one. It's not new, but you know, relatively.
Both are very good.
I've heard.
You know.
I've heard it's one of the best legacy sequels.
Oh, the new one is yes.
Have you seen the new Top Gun?
The new what?
The new Top Gun?
No, I have not.
I haven't
How
seen the
is it?
first one, but the new one is really, really good. It's like
so
really
here's my
good.
opinion on the first Top Gun. The first Top Gun sucks.
Yeah, I've heard it's like
No one is willing to admit it.
good for some. Like some people like it because it was like good or old, but this new one is really good. It's very good.
Interesting.
I don't care if Tom Cruise is in a cult. It's a very good movie, and he's a great actor.
Honestly, now that I think about it, like, why do we care so much that he's in the cult? Give me
I don't
a
know
real
because
reason.
he's just strange in person, but he's really good at acting. And I think I went into the movie being like, oh, he's bad at acting, but he's actually never been bad at acting. He's just weird.
Yeah, you're just a fucking weird guy. But like, he's an actor.
Yeah, I don't know why, but also I went into I don't know why I thought Christian Bale was just a weird, strange guy, but maybe it's because he plays. I just don't hear much about him playing normal people. Maybe it's the method acting. I don't know, but I've seen interviews and he's just a
Yeah.
dude.
He's just a dude. He's just some guy.
Yeah, apparently
what I
he
love
doesn't
about him.
watch
He's a-
movies unless he really cares about them.
Really.
A spider?
That is
On
a
my
guy that I would
fucking
kiss.
mic stand.
Is that hair? What is it?
I said spider. I think it might have been a spider, or because I got close. I thought it was
Dude,
a
I
fly,
love-
and then I put my finger close to it, and it was not moving or flying away. So I think it's a spider. But whatever, it's fine. But yeah, I went into Thor, and I was like, Christian Bale's weird, and then I saw interviews, and I was, well, I know he's a really good actor, but I thought he was strange, but he's really cool. He's just a normal person.
You going to Thor, which was, listen, you gave it a 7.5 as a film. Going off what I've heard,
As a movie, maybe lower than 7.5.
yeah.
My enjoyment, really, I loved it. You've heard it's awful a lot because Twitter sucks. Twitter hates Marvel movies
not on
recently.
Twitter. Not
Really?
on Twitter. I do hate Marvel movies recently, but
I haven't seen a lot of the movies except for I liked Multiverse of Madness.
I didn't see it. I just stopped caring after a bit.
It's just I wish they had a direction, and also apparently they're really bad to their VFX people, so that's why it's gone downhill because nobody wants to work for them anymore.
After Ragnarok, they just started. They were like, "Oh wow, we made a funny movie. Let's make all of them funny," and they failed to realize that you have to be funny to be funny, and you can't just.
I
be
think
like,
if you liked
I didn't see that coming.
If you liked Ragnarok, you're gonna like Love and Thunder. Just a little less.
It was
Just a little less.
Yeah, all the hate I heard was that it didn't compare to Ragnarok because it just tried to be it too much.
Yeah, I think it's good. I enjoyed it.
I really loved Ragnarok.
I think Love and Thunder is okay. I think people hate it too much, but also people hated Multiverse of Madness too much, and I like that movie a lot. So I think people just get mad at the Marvel movies that don't fit the grain. Some people get mad. Some people just don't like Marvel movies, but some people...
I just stopped liking Marvel movies these days. I do love Sam Raimi and I love Taika, but
when Endgame came out, there's a large group of people who are like mad at movies that are different from Endgame because it's so successful and they loved it so much that they think it's like there's different groups.
Endgame was bad.
Endgame was... I enjoyed it, but I'm a nerd. Infinity War was...
It was fun.
Infinity War was better, infinitely. But
Infinity War was like so much better because they didn't follow the Marvel formula. They actually took a different route.
Yeah.
Endgame it felt like
they
didn't feel like good writing.
If they did if they split it up into 3, I think they could have made it. I don't know. They wouldn't do that.
I don't know
because Endgame is a 3-hour movie, but it felt like they were just trying to tie it all up in the best way possible.
Yeah. You know what it felt like? Like I walked into the theater and I was like, it felt like a dream where you like wake up and you're like, it was fun. It's like a roller coaster. Martin Scorsese was right, and everyone still brings that up. They're like, no, Martin Scorsese was right. They don't have a lot of depth, which is okay. They're fun. But, I mean, nowadays they've gotten bad. But, Endgame is really fun. But you peel it back a little bit, and it's like an abandoned building with, like, some shiny wallpaper.
You seen Stranger Things yet?
I'm on episode 8 of season 4.
How do you like it so far?
Alright, so I didn't like the first episode, but I did like the Chrissy scene. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street illusions.
Yes.
And then there was like a few shots where the colors, like, there was one shot where the color grading looked weird. It was like a very dark brown with a lot of shadows mixed with like a bright blue. And the bright blue looked really good, and the bright brown looked really good, but they contrasted each other really, like, harshly, and it looked bad, and it just bothered me in the first episode. But after that, everything looked great. Cinematography's been good. I like the story. Only complaint is, spoiler, the Vecna story, like, the reveal of Vecna just kind of felt cheap. Like, I didn't really care.
Me and you have opposite opinion, because I love the twist. I loved it so much.
I loved the twist, but I didn't feel anything emotionally. I was like,
holy shit. That was me.
I think maybe also I had gotten it spoiled, but I love that actor. I just didn't like the way he like suddenly was like, and then it's like, I don't know. It was pretty good, but it's like, I don't know. Some of it was just the dialogue was choppy.
I don't think I've seen a show be that popular in a long time, though.
Yeah.
It's like a TV show, except for Squid Game. That's like, there's a lot of show, like Better Call Saul right now is like a small group of people, at least now. It's a large group of people, but small comparatively, are watching that when it comes out tomorrow.
Why is Better Call Saul not as popular?
Yeah, I think it's weird, but like...
It's way better. Like, no offense, but it's just really good.
It is way better. The writing, at least. I think Stranger Things looks beautiful, though.
Oh, but have you been... I mean, let's talk about the cinematography of Season 6 of Better Call Saul.
But let's...
It's been...
yeah.
It's been on point. Like, I used to kind of be like... Because, like, one of my complaints with Breaking Bad is that in the early seasons, it feels a bit soap opera-y because of the low budget, which is okay. This is not a Breaking Bad complaint. Breaking Bad is perfect.
Yeah.
But in the first season, there are a few shots in episode 2 specifically, or maybe it's 3 when he's talking to Gretchen, and it just looked kind of cheap. And just like comparatively, because Breaking Bad is a much more bleak show, you know, it's much more dry.
Yeah.
So the cinematography is going to reflect that. You know, it's beautiful skies, but it's, you know, it's mainly desert. It's mainly desertscapes. Better Call Saul takes the same atmosphere, but adds like that Jimmy flair to it. So the world feels like it's like horrific shit, but it's so lively that it's like, wow.
Yeah. It's like,
And you get
whoa.
these like stunning, and it's a lot more like the nightlife, because, you know, like especially in season 5 and 6, like when he goes to see Howard at the boxing ring, or when like the phone scheme at the phone tent, and when the kids like just like, oh, it's so good. The cinematography is, wow.
But like I was saying, it's like it's crazy how like I think the biggest one is, like you said, like Squid Game recently. It's like
Yeah.
everybody was watching that. I don't know one person who didn't watch that. I go up to people and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you seen Better Call Saul?" And they're like, "No, I have not." I
Yeah,
go up
they're
to
like-
somebody and say, "You seen Squid
I watched
Game?"
Breaking Bad, but
I go up to somebody and say, "You seen Squid Game?" And they're like, "Of course I've seen Squid Game." It's like,
Yeah.
it's like how some movies some like just a select few people watch, and then some shows are like everybody's watching these. It's like Stranger Things
And it's
is
usually
one of the
a-
biggest ones recently. I think in like the past, it's been like Game of Thrones, even Breaking Bad when it was like finishing.
And Breaking Bad is like that. Like, Breaking Bad is still a thing of like, the main thing is like, have you seen Better Call Saul? And the main reaction is, no, but I've seen Breaking Bad. It's like, what the fuck? Why didn't you watch Better Call Saul?
Yeah,
But I get it, because the first 2 seasons are slow.
I had stopped watching it, and then I was like, maybe I should watch this because it's coming out soon.
That's what I did.
And then I was like, holy crap, I gotta keep watching this. This is awesome.
I only stopped watching it because I kept watching other shows, and I was like, okay, there's so much. And I'd be like in love with this show, and I'd be like, oh my god, it's so good. And then I'd get pulled into like Twin Peaks, and I was like, oh my god, it's so good. And then BoJack Horseman, you know, this like cycle. And then Squid Games.
And then Squid Games. And then Minions Rise of
You
the
gotta get the
Gru,
chick-
too.
Did you see it?
I did watch Minions.
What did you think about the minion giving birth?
I hate how they showed his Miniussy in full.
No, it's like a minion does genuinely give birth in that movie.
No, he does not.
Yes, it does. The egg. Remember the egg minion?
Oh, shoot, he did give
Yeah,
birth.
a minion gives birth in the movie.
I forgot. Oh, and then he's like still a chicken after. I thought they would turn it into like a baby minion, but it was just like still a chicken.
You know what's weird is because that's a prequel, and like canonically, I don't think minions like die of old age.
They don't die at all.
They probably slaughtered that chicken, huh? And
No,
they
for
probably
sure.
fucking ate him. Because
Yeah.
we don't see him in Despicable Me.
Also,
Dude,
we
what if
don't see
Minion Rise
Otto.
of Gru was like,
You know Otto, the
What if
one of
like
the
a-
braces?
yeah, fucking bitch.
He's not in Despicable Me, so I can only assume that Gru killed him out of annoyance in between. I mean, minions canonically
if they-
cannot die, but he probably sent him to the moon or something.
They introduce way too many characters for them not, and like if they're gonna have all this lore, they gotta explain
Minion
why
lore.
there's like all the new minions missing from
Yeah.
the first movie. Like, are they gonna make like a Better Call Saul type, like the next prequel, where it's like, yeah, Otto got shot by like Jean Octavius. Gru's,
It's
like,
crazy that-
second.
Kevin, Bob, and Stuart are like the main 3 minions, and then it's like they're not in the other one, or in Despicable Me. It's like the main
they are.
minion in Despicable. Well, they're in there, but they're not as prominent.
What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Let me Google.
They're
it.
not as prominent. I mean, you see them, obviously, they're there, but they're not as there.
Who are the main minions
This guy doesn't know his minion
in
lore.
this?
I watched Morbius last night. Okay,
Damn.
I bought Morbius and watched it,
Kevin, Stewart, and Bob.
and it was fucking terrible, dude.
Is it really? How big is it?
You know
How bad is it?
Venom 2 was silly, but it was silly because it was corny and they said goofy things. And
It was corny, but like it was fun to watch.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it like I'd enjoy watching a bad movie. I watched Morbius and I enjoyed no second of it. I hated it.
Really.
It's
that
just
bad.
it's the jokes don't land And because Venom was like, they say things and they're kind of funny because they're goofy. Sometimes there's even funny jokes because Tom Hardy's just really good at it.
Funny jokes.
I like Venom
Just because of
as a
the
character.
buddy comedy of it.
Yeah, but like Jared Leto in the movie and Matt Smith, who I hate that he gave a terrible performance in that because I liked him as when I was in my Doctor Who phase. I liked him.
Doctor Who is good.
Yeah, but I hate that they made him dance like that in that fucking dance have sex scene. Anyway, you seen that the scene? He's in his bathroom and he's got Morbius powers, right? Matt Smith.
Yeah.
And because he gets them because he's had the same disease. Anyway, he's in his bathroom and he's dancing and he's like getting ready to fight Morbius. And he's like, and the song playing, it's a different language. So it's not saying have sex, but it sounds like it goes, have sex, have sex. It just really sounds like the song that's playing when he's dancing is saying have sex. And it's just a pointless scene. It shows up and then it's like, it cuts from Morbius to him dancing in the bathroom to just Morbius again. Like, it doesn't even show where he went after he went to the bathroom.
So,
it's just, also he's rich.
I have heard about that. He's like
he got money. He got money out of nowhere. He's got like a disease.
He's more billionaire.
He's a more billionaire. He made Morbius, and he earned a more $1 billion.
I got it. So the minions are small. The minions are small, yellow, cylindrical creatures who have one or two eyes. They are the signature characters of the Despicable Me series. They bring much of the comedy in the film, and they are known as the Steam Stealer as the movie. Frequently, they speak in an incomprehensible language called Minionese, occasionally switching to English. Minionese was like Spanish in this new one.
Yeah, most of it was Spanish.
Like fully. It was the most notable time where it was Spanish.
Because it's Spanish in the other ones, but in the first movie, I think it was more indistinguishable than in this one.
Yeah.
In this one, it's a lot of Spanish mixed with English. It's like they say some English words. They say
Mainly.
some English words that are messed up, like garbled. Like he says,
Yeah.
I don't know, like it's what they said "papoy" in Despicable Me when they're talking about toy, right? It's just it's English, but it's messed up. And then the third one is just literally Spanish.
Yeah.
So it's just Spanish and messed up English intertwined
And
with each
Hebrew,
other.
if I remember.
They also speak Hebrew. Yeah. They speak Cantonese as well. It's pretty crazy.
And Chinese.
I liked it. I liked it when
they're minor characters.
I liked it when Stuart in the middle of the movie goes, 早生好生物，现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋. That's my favorite part.
You can't put that in the video.
I can, because I'm speaking it right. I'm not doing I looked it up.
Do you remember that one time when John Cena went out? And he was like, hey, let me say it in Chinese. And then he speaks like fluent sounding Chinese.
And then Dwayne goes, let me say it in Chinese. And he just says, like, yeah.
It's the most offensive thing.
It's just insanely racist. And he's still in movies.
Minions.
He plays a dog now.
What do you mean? Oh, it's Super Pets?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We should get him canceled.
All the Minions are minor characters in Minions, with the exception of Kevin, Stuart, and Bob.
You say they're minors?
Major character in Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2. Supporting characters in Despicable Me 3, with the exception of Mel. So I guess there's a minion named Jerry. There's Kevin, Stuart, Dave, Classics, and Carl. And that's having an ice cream party in Despicable Me 2.
There's no way we're pretending. I've heard so many people say that Despicable Me 1 is a goofy movie. Despicable Me 1 is good, and I liked it.
It's good. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Despicable Me 2 is a little less good, but I still enjoyed it. I haven't seen Despicable Me 3 in a long time, but I've heard it's goofy. She be rising on my minion till I grew.
I was disappointed by the lack of minion in the new Minions movie.
There was a lot of minions. Oh, you're right. There was a lot of Gru, but honestly, he's in the name too, and he's the main character. You know what I don't believe?
That's wrong.
I don't see how. I don't correlate the character. Like, there had to be so much development in between child Gru and adult Gru, because adult Gru is so mean and cold, and child Gru is like not that.
He's a kindred spirit, but like
Yeah.
movie Gru, fucking evil.
Yeah, he pops
He tried to
balloons like a
steal the
douche. He stole the
He
moon.
is a douche. He did. He tried.
But then he went back, and now that's where I see the development. Then I'm like, oh.
You know what's
been in-
crazy that he didn't even like consider like the drastic changes that would happen on our planet, like the tsunamis he would cause.
He'd kill millions of people.
Dude, literally like in like more than the Holocaust.
For sure. You kind of have the Gru outfit going on right now. Not really. We should make a group chat.
Yeah.
You, me, and
Dan,
your...
more like a Gru chat.
That's what I was gonna say. You, me, and your stinky, stinky girlfriend.
Dan, I'm scared.
What?
I'm scared, buddy.
Of what? Your stinky,
Yeah.
stinky girlfriend? Oh, you're gonna tase yourself now?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think that's allowed on stream, but do it and, like, hide it. Don't do it through the clothes.
Why?
Bare skin. Come on, be brave.
Oh.
It's funny because he hurt himself.
Mid.
When does the episode come out today?
Tomorrow.
It's July 11th right now.
Oh, dude, because you're in Oklahoma. I'm gonna do this again later.
Wait, does it come out like at like midnight like most things, or does it come out at like 9?
Did you forget that it's on cable?
Oh shit. It's gonna come out at a normal time. Does it come out on AMC Plus the next day or the day of?
I think it's the day of.
Okay, good. Buy it, send me your password.
I will buy it.
We won't react to it on stream because that's I just got a text from your stinky girlfriend, Cait.
How'd you get your number?
Cause you said it out.
It's weird. I don't remember that.
Remember when you
Wonder if
helped
he's
me
still on
create a penis review account for my school?
Yeah, I did that.
The other
How
day,
did
I,
you get that?
I saw you like search that one guy who was stalking you, and
How did
followed
you
him
do
with the account.
I just followed him, yeah.
You followed him, and I could tell because one, you still had the search history was still on, and also two, he wanted to follow back, and I didn't accept it.
I'm gonna accept it.
Wanted to follow you back
You gotta censor his name.
from Tanka Verde.
Confirm.
Is it
Alright, we have
Tank?
one
Is it
follower now.
what is it? Tonk Verde? Tank-
Verde.
That's what I thought. I was gonna.
Verde.
I didn't want to be wrong and say like. I thought Tanka Verde would be a little wrong. It's like Mesa Verde.
No, it's Tank Verde.
Tank Verde?
Tank Verde.
Tanka Verde.
Verde.
I don't think it's Tanka
Tanka-
Verde.
It's Tank Verde.
It's Verde because it's Spanish.
Yeah, if you're gonna say it in Spain, it's Tank Verde, but it's Tank Verde. Tank
Oh,
Verde.
okay.
Here, let's go do it on Google Translate. We'll see.
Oh, I got a message and I'm not seeing it, but I see it now.
I'm seeing it right now.
I see my
It's a
feet.
very pixelated image of your dog. This is what Cait just sent to me and Daniel.
What is her name on your phone?
Grape.
Crepe? That makes sense. Is it because she's like French or something? I don't know.
No, I'm.
She's got a French name.
No.
I think it's French. Looks very French. Her name has has the accent mark, right?
Yeah, how did you remember that?
It's like is the accent mark above the A or the I? I think it's above the I.
It's above the A. Why would it be? above
Fuck
the
you,
A?
fuck you.
Yep, Tank Verde. Thank you, Verde. Tank Verde.
Tanque Verde.
Tank Verde. So it's tanque verde.
This is me doing an impression of an Italian person speaking Spanish. Tanque verde.
Dan, how much does a really big gummy worm cost? Dan, can you buy me something on Amazon? And I'll
What?
reciprocate, and we can open it on stream. Just like a surprise.
How much does what cost?
Nothing.
I can't
You
look
wanna
at what
do
it
it?
is because I have to have the webcam.
Okay, Dan. Buddy.
Yeah.
Would you like to, we both order a certain item? I'll
Dildo.
order you one. I'll order myself one.
Okay.
Or you order one,
I don't have
and
money.
then I also order one.
Just
You
order
have
one.
money?
What is it?
You don't have. It's the world's sourest gummy bear.
That's a good idea.
World's sourest gummy bear. Not sourest. Extreme. The world's spiciest. It's like 3 million Scoville.
No way.
Yeah.
3 million Scoville? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle that.
Why?
Because I'm a little baby boy. I'm 15
Yeah.
years old, Colton.
How old are you?
15.
I am actually 16 years old, damn.
I knew that.
Okay, something interesting here is that a 5-pound gummy bear cost $29, but a 3-pound gummy worm is the same price. So you tell me what's the better price.
We should pull a Ludwig podcast. You ever seen his podcast? It's really good. We should pull his
It's all right.
podcast and we should like make clips and post them on TikTok. Edit down little clips.
Yeah.
I think that
This is
would
a clip right here.
that always boosts popularity.
Is this a clip? Is this a clip?
This is a clip right now.
This is a clip.
Colton Hannibal tases himself on podcast.
Is this a clip, guys?
You just fucking
Alright,
folded.
here. This is a good one.
Wait, hold on. Another clip? Second clip here? Got a second clip?
A clip here? Is this
There was, in fact, no second clip because the audio cut off due to copyrighted music. So, thank you for watching or listening to this podcast that sucks a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. I know Colton Animal will be devastated that it cut off right at the end, but thank God I didn't cut off right in the middle because that would have sucked. Thank you. And say it with me now. Jake White is racist. Thank you. Bye-bye.